Hello, my name is Danielle, and you're watching Fireside Chats with Heat. Today we have a letter from Zara who writes, Dear Heat, I know flu season is here, and I want to stay healthy. I've been thinking about getting the vaccine, but I've also heard a lot that makes me think I shouldn't bother. Do you have any advice? Well, Zara, there are many myths surrounding the flu vaccine. And who better to explain these myths than
the HEAT Mythbreakers! One of the most common myths we hear is, I don't need the flu shot because I won't catch the flu. And if I do, it won't be that bad anyway.
Well, Kelsey, that's an easy one. The CDC says between 5 and 20% of U.S. residents will get the flu every year, and over 200,000 people will be hospitalized. College students are especially at risk because they live and work in such close proximity to each other, which makes it really easy for the flu to spread around.
That's right, Alyssa, and the severity of the flu is so different for everyone. It could last days or weeks. That's a gamble I'm not willing to take.
It looks like we broke that myth. What other myths are there?
There's a myth that you can get the flu from the vaccine.
Well, can you?
No, you can't get the flu from the vaccine, and here's why. The single-shot vaccine contains either a deactivated version of the virus or no virus at all. The nasal spray contains a weakened, cold-adapted form of the virus that can't survive in the internal body due to warm temperature. So no, you can't get the flu from the shot.
Sounds like another broken myth.
Sure does. Do you know any myths that need breaking?
There's the myth that the vaccine includes mercury or other harmful ingredients.
This sounds like a tough one.
I agree, which is why I think we should consult an expert.
The single-dose version of the vaccine, either trivalent or quadrivalent, contains no preservatives, so no mercury. The multi-dose vial does contain up to 10 doses. It does have a preservative called thimerosal in it to protect against contamination from multiple entrances into the vial. The thimerosal does break down into an organomercury, ethyl mercury. That's very different from methyl mercury. Methyl mercury, which is also found in seafood, can be toxic. The ethyl mercury has no toxicity. It's in very trace amounts. And the only reaction you'll get is a very small local reaction of swelling and redness at the site of the injection.
Well, there we go. Another myth broken.
You know, there's also the myth that the vaccine doesn't work.
This is one we hear a lot. The vaccine has been proven to be between 50 and 70% effective. There are over 300 strains of the flu, so each year scientists work to develop the new vaccine based off of last year's trends and what happened in the southern hemisphere. Sometimes their predictions are correct, sometimes they're wrong. Regardless, getting the vaccine can help prevent against the spread of the flu and reduce symptoms if you do get it.
The real benefit comes from when lots of people get vaccinated. Well, I think we did a good job breaking those myths. What do you think, Alyssa?
I agree. It is true that it takes a bit of time and may cost a little money, but Virginia Tech and the surrounding community are working to make this easier for you.
Schiffer has a day in the fall dedicated to offering students the flu vaccine. If you miss this day, you can go to Schiffer or most local pharmacies to get your shot at any time.
At Schiffer, the vaccine will cost you between $14 and $22, depending on what shot you get. Compare that to the cost of tissues, medicine, going to the doctor, and being unproductive for so long.
And most insurance companies cover the cost of the vaccine at pharmacies and doctor's offices.
If you're not convinced yet, tell us why. Email us at fireside@vt.edu.
Thanks for watching another Fireside Chat with Heat, brought to you by Virginia Tech Health Education.